Why not just build this system in-house? Well, Marco, if this is so good, why can't we just deploy it into our own business and keep running it on our own? Well, the answer to that is you can absolutely do that. In fact, we have one model of our business where we take our DealFlow system, we deploy it into companies, and we help teams in setting up the infrastructure so that they can then run it by themselves and fundamentally keep finding deals on their own over and over again. What I would advise you against, though, is the pattern of behavior that a lot of people fall victim of, which is doing it yourself. Because there's a core difference between taking a system that works, deploying into a company, and use the team to run the system and try to figure things out on your own. That is a very dangerous thing for you to do, especially if you're starting out, because a lot of people fall victim of this when they first want to buy their company. They think they can figure things out by themselves, but they underestimate how many things they're going to need to take care of as the deal progresses. And I'm not only talking about sourcing transactions, I'm talking about building a relationship with lawyers, accountants, bankers, negotiating with the seller, taking care of due diligence, and all these sorts of things. What you will realize is that you will quickly become overwhelmed, and you will need to drop some of the things that you're doing in order to focus on the deal that you sourced. That will lead you into a position where you're spending all your time on the deal, but you're not sourcing new opportunities. And if that deal falls apart, you're back to square one and you wasted 6, 8, 9 months of your time. That is actually something that we saw happening quite often. We spoke with searchers that started their process on month one. They decided not to work with us because they felt they could figure things out by themselves. And then 8 months later, they came back saying they screwed everything up because, again, they got overwhelmed. They didn't know how to manage things. They had to drop deal origination. And then as the deal fell through, they needed to start all over again. So if you're thinking about doing things yourself, I would strongly advise you against it. But instead, if you just want to deploy a system into your business and have your team run it, then it's something that we can absolutely do together. For do-it-yourself people, try to avoid it because, again, there are going to be so many things you need to take care of, and you want to make sure you constantly get opportunities even when these more important tasks come to your desk.